Welcome to our Spring Break Tour 2025. We'll be touring the south coast of England, starting in Kent, just outside the M25, at the village of Cliffe, then on to Warden, and then Tankerton and Whitstable. We're not very far from the M25, but here we are pulling into the village of Cliffe, where the flags are flying for the forthcoming VE Day celebrations.
I always find it a little nerve-wracking arriving somewhere new, not knowing if there's going to be space to park or if we'll feel comfortable there. Yeah, I find it a little bit, yeah.
There were a few things over the next few days that didn't go quite according to plan.
But for now, we were full of excitement and optimism.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay! No one knows what we're yaying for.
I don't know what we're yaying for.
We're yaying because...
Sorry, turn that off.
Yeah, we're excited because it's the start of 4 weeks away.
Hooray! The
Hooray!
first big trip of 2025.
Yeah, first big trip. Well, there might not be a second. There might be a second, but we don't know
It's
yet.
still the first, even if there's not a second.
It could be the first and the last.
Yeah.
Yay! Anyway, more later, because we're just going to get settled. We have just parked up somewhere, but we don't know if we're going to stay yet. And yeah, catch up with you in a bit.
Oh, honestly, you couldn't make this stuff up. I just turned the water pump on and the van started dumping the white water all over the car park. Fortunately, Mandy spotted it quickly and we only lost a few litres, but it really doesn't look good dumping fluids all over the car park.
Well, at least it's clean water. Well, at least we didn't lose all the water on the first night. Gosh, that's so embarrassing. Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's hope the sun will dry it up very quickly.
Oh, we could do some sort of indicator to say that that dump valve is opened.
Yes.
There isn't one.
Oh dear. Never mind.
Have to check it every time we put the pump on, basically.
Yeah. Send someone
Send
out
you
there.
out the van, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Lesson learnt.
Yeah.
But at least we didn't lose the whole tank of water on the first
We only
trip.
lost 4 or 5 litres.
Yeah. Oh my goodness me. What a nightmare. Anyway, yes. Hey ho. It's a lovely evening.
It is very warm, it's 23 degrees.
Very warm. We're going to have a little, I think we should have a little walk and have a little check out this other place, because if it is nice, it'll be prettier down there. And yeah.
It was about a 10-minute walk to check out the alternative park up overlooking the radar pool.
Wow, that is pretty. Can't see anywhere to park. Just having a recce because we thought it'd be quieter up here. Yeah, so we are trying to figure out if we want to move the van to this spot or not. It is absolutely beautiful, but the road surface is pretty rubbish, and also it's not really a proper pull-in. It is just the side of the road and there'd only be just enough room to get past us. So we might be better off in the car park tonight. What do you reckon?
I don't know, it's a bit of a toss-up really. It might be some wider bits further around that corner looking at the satellite image.
Yeah, it's a tough one because it's beautiful.
It's nice. It's called the radar pool, this water here. There's a radar mast up there. We did walk a little further around the radar pool in hope of finding somewhere a little more suitable to park, but there was really nothing suitable.
So we returned to Cliffe Village Car Park. It's free parking with no overnight restrictions. Perfect for exploring the grounds of St Helens Church.
Looks like a castle. Like a fairy tale castle. It's closed. It's quite late in the day now.
The church was built in the 13th century with several additions over the following 2 centuries.
And as with a lot of churches, it had many renovations in the Victorian era.
It's a pretty view out the window.
There's a lovely, pretty view against a lovely, clear blue sky.
You're in my seat.
I am in the seat. I was getting out the sun. Cooling down a bit after our walk.
Yeah. It would have been lovely to have parked up over there tonight, but...
By the Radar Lake.
Yeah, but there wasn't really anywhere suitable to park, and the van would have got dusty, and it's pleasant enough here. I mean, it is just a car park, but it's pleasant. I mean, we've stayed on CMC campsites that look like car parks, so I'm not even worried. It's free. So what's special about that church?
Well, here we are. First night of our first trip of 2025.
Yeah, with a bloody reversing bus now. We'll do that again in a minute. It's lovely and peaceful here, isn't it, when the buses aren't moving around?
Multiple buses all queuing up and reversing.
Yeah, I don't know if I can see it show out the window, but there is a bus stop just out there. I had read about that on Park for Night, that the buses are there, but I wasn't quite ready for them to be reversing like that for so long and running their engines just for the sake of it. Yeah. What? That's just shocking. Anyway, so what's special about that church?
Special. Talking about special, this is our first night of our first big trip 2025.
Yeah.
And we need to mix things up a little bit, don't we, dear? So you give me that. And,
Oh, so you won't be able to get me properly because the sun.
and you can tell me what's special about St Helens.
Something to do with its.
Were you not listening?
It looks like a fairy tale castle, and also it kind of it's not controlled by the diocese. Oh. It's controlled by the Archbishop of Canterbury.
Oh my God, you were listening!
Yeah, I was listening. I just doubted my recall skills. Oh,
there we go. I'm out of a job now.
Oh dear.
I'm not the clever one anymore.
Well, you did just teach me all of that, didn't you? I don't know.
I just read the information board.
I didn't read the information board because I was getting pretty footage.
You were looking at the pretty flowers and the pretty sky.
There's a really interesting cryptal memorial there. It's massive and it's all covered in ivy, but there was somebody sat near it, so I didn't go near it. Oh. But it'd be cool to look at that later. Yeah.
There we go.
But yeah, it's a lovely evening, apart from the buses, but it's fine. When you sleep like in a car park, you've got to expect stuff like that, haven't you?
You have, yeah. You're saying, dear, you're just now starting to unwind?
I am, yeah, just starting to unwind a little bit.
Just getting into the holiday spirit.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't the prettiest spot. The car park's very busy. I think there's football on in the pub tonight. But we've stayed in worse places.
We have stayed in worse. And it's nice and warm, sunny. You've got St Helen in the background there.
The church bells are dinging.
Every hour.
Yeah.
Quite loud.
Yeah, but it doesn't bother me.
No.
And the birds.
Yeah. It's a beautiful evening, isn't it?
Yeah,
Lovely.
now the buses have stopped.
Yeah.
But
and I'm feeling a little bit of sort of community spirit in that I think, you know, when you stay somewhere here, if you can, it's a good idea to put something back to the local community. Use a local business.
Like a pub.
Well, like a pub, for example.
Yeah, but there's football on. We don't know there's football on, but...
Well, we could take a little stroll by and have a little look and see what they look like. And if it looks inviting, we could just nip in and say hello.
That would be really bad on a Monday.
Would
day.
it?
It's
Would
my
it?
non-alcohol day today.
You could have an alcohol-free beer. Jeez.
Got
that's sad, isn't it?
a mug of hot chocolate.
Hot chocolate.
Monday night.
Not booze night, is it, dear?
In a car park. Somebody wanted to go to the pub, but I wouldn't let him. Well, actually, you could have gone. It's not that you're under my thumb or anything. You could have gone if you wanted to, but I wasn't going to go.
Oh, dear.
Anyway, yes,
Yeah.
it was a bit disjointed when we arrived because,
Well, we're getting into the swing of this trip, aren't we, dear? You know?
Yeah.
Early days, yeah?
yeah, we were all excited and wanted to do a really good intro, and then we realised that the water was flooding out into the car park.
Again.
You think we'd learnt that lesson by now, wouldn't you? Anyway, we saved it. We caught it quickly, so we didn't lose all the water. So
Didn't lose
that's
much at all.
yeah, that's totally fine. And then we had a nice little walk to see if we could find somewhere else to park the van because I'd read the
It's not in a
reviews.
car park. Yeah.
Yeah,
By the lake.
but it was
It was no good, was it? Too narrow.
it was too narrow, really. I think if you've got a small camper van, it would be okay.
Mm.
But not for us. So yeah, we walked quite a way down there, and it was beautiful, and the walk was nice anyway.
Mm.
So yeah, had a pre-dinner walk. But yeah, so we're away.
We're away now. We're in Kent.
Yeah,
Going to work our way round the south coast to the west, out towards Portsmouth.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And up to Glastonbury and Stonehenge.
Glastonbury, and then back round towards Stonehenge, and then hopefully that will be at the end of 4 weeks. I know, I'm so excited. 4 weeks on the road. I would have done 6 weeks.
Did you?
Yeah, I don't think 6 weeks was too long for me last time.
Mm.
But, you know, we've got other things that we need to get on with this year. So, yeah, family stuff. So we're going to enjoy 4 weeks now whilst we can. And maybe we'll get away later in the year as well.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. See how things pan out.
Yeah.
Yes, but this is the first trip of 2025 anyway. And we've had a little review of our channel and the way the channel works.
Yeah.
And had a little think about how things should work. And I think the main thing to say, for me, is thank you. We have 67 subscribers.
Yeah, at the time of recording. Yeah.
When we started this, we thought we might get 5 if we were lucky,
yeah.
including us.
Yeah. And we also thought we'd do this so that the kids could watch our adventures, but actually they don't. They don't watch our adventures, but
Yeah.
lots of you are.
Tell us if we're wrong, kids, but I'd be amazed.
Yeah.
I'd be amazed if any of you comment on this video because you won't watch it.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah. So we thought originally that we'd do these videos, something for the kids to look back on, something for us to look back on, and yeah, we're really quite surprised at how many views we're getting and subscribers. So
It's
thank
wonderful.
you.
Yeah, thank
it's
you.
really,
Thank you,
really
everyone.
touching. Really touching.
Yeah.
So we'll do our best to keep you entertained, but you know we're gonna be ourselves. We're not.
Yeah, we ain't going to change much.
No.
I'm going to try and be a bit more active, do a bit more filming.
Yeah, and he's going to also try not to wind me up quite so much.
What? No, I never said that.
Yeah.
That's not happening.
He's also going to try not to be so patronising.
That's not happening either.
And yeah, I'll try to get myself on camera a bit more as well, because I'm not, I don't mind this so much, but
So, yeah. Otherwise, we're going to carry on as we were, really, aren't we?
Yeah,
Just carry
yeah.
on making these videos mainly for our own keepsake, memento, memory bank.
Yeah,
So when the dementia kicks in, we can watch the videos back and remember what we did and where we went.
yeah, absolutely. But you know, I do think that our first original videos were pretty poor quality, and I've learned a lot now about recording and
You're a great
editing.
videographer and editor, and dubber and subtitler. Oh no, I do subtitles.
Yeah, he does. He does help. But he does everything. I'm looking after the van. He fits everything, and he gets special charging leads and all sorts of things.
I'm just technical
does
support.
everything.
Aren't I? Technical support.
Oh, well, we've all got
our niche.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So gosh, I've lost my thread. That happens a lot.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So anyway, we're not going to change. We're going to carry on being ourselves.
Yeah.
Doing what we do.
Yeah. So.
But thank you still.
Yeah.
One and all.
Yeah.
Yes. 67.
Yeah.
It's enormous. Huge number.
It's incredible. Yeah, it is incredible.
Yeah.
Especially when you weren't expecting any.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So 4 weeks around the south coast.
Yeah. 4 weeks with.
I'm looking forward to Glastonbury. Well, I'm looking forward to all the bits along the way.
Yeah.
But nothing in particular.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. I'm looking forward to the walking the Pilgrim's Way into Canterbury.
Yeah.
From Chilham.
So I think week 1 we're going to be in Kent for most of it, I imagine, and then week 2 we'll And week 2 we will travel along the south coast, and then I think we're going to spend a bit of time Portsmouth, a bit past Portsmouth. What's just past Portsmouth?
Southampton.
There's some stuff to see. Yeah.
Sounds like we have a plan, so that's good.
And then I think week 3 we'll get to Glastonbury area.
I'm learning. We have a schedule, that's good.
And week 4 we'll do Stonehenge.
Right, good, okay.
Something like that. I don't know for sure. He thinks I've got it all planned. I haven't.
Sounds like you have.
I'm just thinking that that's
okay.
a reasonable
Well,
way
it might
to...
work out that way. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
We have a route, definitely. We have a route in mind.
Yeah.
I just wasn't aware we had a schedule in mind.
No, it's not a schedule. Or what did you call it? Schedule. What's the difference between schedule and schedule? Because I say schedule.
You're from Essex.
Thanks. Anyway, we've got a lovely hot chocolate that we're enjoying tonight. This car park was quite active. There was two local singing groups going on, one in the hall behind the car park here and one in the church, and there was also a bit of a gathering at the pub as well. So this car park was absolutely chocker, but it's calmed down now. It's totally quiet, and yeah, I think we'll have a good night's sleep.
I hope so. It's nice and quiet there.
Yeah, and I've got to get up early in the morning because I've got to do some work, but that's okay. I'm up for it. Yeah. There's lots of people that live full time in their vans and work in their vans, so if they can do it, I can do it too.
Well, we've got the equipment, all the hardware set up, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've done a test run.
Yeah.
This is now not just your van on the road, but your office on the road.
It's my
as
mobile
well.
office.
But only 9 till midday.
Yeah, I've only got to work 3 hours, so it's not the end of the world, because I'm a part-timer.
And then in the afternoon you're a tourist.
Absolutely.
Smashing the English Heritage membership to get all your money's worth.
Yes, absolutely. So a lot of the places that we'll be visiting on this trip are English Heritage sites because we've got a membership and we're going to use it, basically.
Indeed.
Yeah. The morning started with blue skies and work. I am working. I can't show you my screen because obviously I've got stuff on that I can't show you, but Dave's just taken off the blanket. There's absolutely no condensation. We did some modifications on it. It's a stunning day.
Get with me when I do this.
But yeah, I've been working for about half an hour and it's really pleasant actually. At best I get back to work.
Whilst Mandy was working, I took a walk to the nature reserve, but it was closed.
After lunch, with the rest of the day to ourselves, we hit the road for a bit of sightseeing.
We parked up in the Upnor village car park and planned to visit the castle.
You can stay here for free for a maximum of 20 hours. We weren't planning on staying the night today, but thought we'd show you how it looks anyway. In Upper Upnor, the cobbled street leading to the castle has some lovely historic buildings.
And then the third thing that didn't go to plan. They always come in threes.
Is that not it there? Oh, it looks closed. After all that.
Wednesday to Sunday. Yeah. Same as the nature reserve place near where we were parked up before.
Well, that's slightly annoying, isn't it? That was today's entertainment. I suppose we should check these things.
Well, yeah, it's the second thing today. It's been closed because Wednesday to Sunday.
So we had our picnic overlooking the River Medway. So, what must we remember to do?
We must remember to check the places are open before we go and visit them, mustn't we, dear?
We must, because that was a bit of a disaster. But still,
Kent's only open Wednesday to Sunday.
yeah. So we're going to have a cuppa, and then we're going to find an LPG station,
Yes.
and then we're going to go on to,
We're
hopefully...
going to go to a different county and come back to Kent on a Wednesday, which is tomorrow.
No. I think we'll try the Isle of Sheppey and see if that's open today.
You should also look out for giant hogweed.
Yes. Is that what that was?
No, but it looked a lot like it and we had to walk through it.
Ah.
By the time I realised you had already walked through it, and I was thinking, don't want to get...
No. You don't want to get hogweed burns.
No.
Oh well. Let's have a cuppa. Little pit stop at Morrison's for some LPG, which is 109.9. What's the diesel? 137.9. I think the LPG is a bit more expensive at Morrison's, but hey ho, needs must.
Moving on, we took the van over the Sheppey crossing, heading for our next night's park up.
That's plenty forwards.
It's a bit right, doesn't it?
Well, we might be able to move over a bit. You want to
The whole car park is sloped that way.
Oh. Well, we've just arrived in Warden, and this is the view out the front window. It's a bit residential behind us, but that's a pretty lovely view. Yeah.
Wind farm over there.
Yeah. That's lovely.
Yeah.
The car park's not really level,
It's definitely not level now.
but we can live with that.
Yeah.
It's free.
Yeah.
And at the minute, we're the only van here. I've heard it gets very busy here on the weekend, so yeah, we shall see. We shall see. When we park up, we like to explore our surroundings, so we took a walk along the coast path to Laysdown-on-Sea.
Tide was out.
But we did get to enjoy the local scenery.
There's the local building site just here.
Another day, another dollar.
Well, I have to say, there's not many people that get an office view like this. And although I'd rather not be working, of course, that's pretty special.
Workman in his van having a little break before his next job. But actually, you know, if you're stuck in the van working like I've been, it's perfectly fine. When I finished my work, we headed further along the coast. Yeah, so we're in Tankerton and it's just up the road from Whitstable. It's a really hot sunny day, so it's really busy. Like the parking, we had to drive up and down twice, didn't we, to find a spot. But yeah, we've had some lunch. We're going to have a cuppa and then we're going to walk down to the Whitstable.
Whitstable?
Not the Whitstable, we're going to walk down to Whitstable. I'm a bit frazzled today because work was a bit this morning.
Damn computers.
Damn WordPress. But yeah, it'll be nice. I think we're going to park here. We can only park here until 6:30. Then we have to move on. I think we're going to just stay in the car park tonight, probably. And then hopefully get a spot here in the morning. Hopefully. That'll be nice. And I've got my sights on an ice cream this afternoon.
Wow.
We are on holiday.
We are on holiday. Crisps for lunch, coffee and an ice cream. What could go wrong? What's wrong with that? It's about a mile from Tankerton to Whitstable. Lots of nice scenery around here.
What are we walking?
Good scenery.
Taking in the scenery, I see.
Look at that.
Yeah, they're
Fancy, aren't they? Not like the ones at Felixstowe.
little porches and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Fancy.
Whitstable was really busy, but I did get my ice cream.
After checking out our planned overnight park-up spot, we decided against staying in Tankerton.
So we had to change our plans and leave sunny Whitstable behind us.
Thank you for joining us
Next time we'll be heading to Canterbury.
and seeking out some shade.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night.